Welcome to Melanie's Creative Corner, where hooks, needles, yarn, or even cookie dough turn into something we all love. Please like, subscribe, watch my video front to back, and leave me a message. I'd love to hear from you. I can't wait to meet you all. Come on, let's get creative at Melanie's Creative Corner. Hey everybody, long time no see. I thought I would work on my loom tonight and today, and I showed you how I did it, and this is how long I've made mine. Alright, and that's about probably about 9 inches, I would say. And so I started taking this off, and I'm like, oh, well, I need to show everybody what I'm doing so that you guys know. So what I did was I cut a piece of this yarn about 24 inches long, give or take. And now I have started right back here where this nubby is on it. And I am slowly taking each one of these strands off. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit so you guys can see it. Okay. Alright, so what I'm doing is I've got this loose end here and hanging on to it over here. And this is the beginning of the original that is on the loom. That it is just kind of tucked down there to hold it in place. So I started with this first one here, and I'm slipping each one of these loops off of the nubbies. I know, I never can think of what to call them. So you guys know that is my thing. So these pegs, okay, all right, they're pegs. All right, so I just stick that needle up the groove that is in the peg and slide those loops right off. So I slip that right up there and pull that right over the top, and that is now taking that off of the loom. Alright, so we'll just keep going around here. That might, let me see, let me tip it sideways here a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Alright, so I just slide my needle up through the groove, slide it up, and slip that right off, just like that, and pull them right off. And like I said, I haven't done this for a while, so you and I, we're getting retraining. So we'll pop that right off and pull that thread right through it. And, oop, one of my peg fell out. Alright, come back here. We'll grab this underneath, just like that. And slip these loops right off, and you can see that is pulling that right off that loom. So So I think this is pretty cool because you can do this. And I can remember when I was little, my dad had taken a wooden board and pounded nails in it so that I could make dishcloths. I mean pot holders. And it was pretty cool. I hadn't thought of that for a long time. And I imagine if I used a shorter needle, it would work better, but this is what I had on hand. And I imagine these come with a plastic hook. If you get the kit at the store, it generally has 3 of these plastic looms in them, different sized. But like I said on my previous video, I got this at a yard sale for 50 cents, and I'm like, well, that's okay, you know. We'll make use of what the good Lord has put in front of us and go from there, because I think there's a lot of talented people out there that can do a lot of different things. And you see how this is, it's catching that, each one of those loops. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah. Alright. So, that's pretty fun. I pray you're having a good day. Mine has been really good. I've been trying to keep busy and still praying for them to find an opening for my hubby to get in to get knee surgery. He's been waiting a long time, but because of the big C, you know, not the big C, but the other C that's been going around, they had to postpone it, the original knee surgery. So he's been in a lot of struggle. But like I always say, you know, us and the good Lord, we can do anything. Alright. You see how that is coming right off of that? I better make sure that other end is out there. Alright. We're coming to the end of this. Yay! And let me untie this here. It's not really tied, but it's just kind of looped around there. And I pulled that right off my needle. So with this, I just slip that there like that. Pull that up. Make it a crease. And slip it right into that. Pull my yarn right through it. Alright, we got one more loop here. Gonna slip that right through it. And ta-da! Pull that right off. See, that is what the loom looks like empty. And there's that little peg here on the end. That is your beginning and your end. Alright. So here we go. And we just snug them up. Voila. Then we'll tie these. As long as I don't pull it right off that. Just tie that. Now I imagine you could make a ponytail hat real easy with this too. Like if you wanted to leave this opening, if you wanted to leave this open, if you wanted to do it for like a ponytail to stick out the top, that would be real simple with this, which is really pretty cool. Alright, so now, like I said, I'm just going to snug that up real tight so there's no opening. I'm going to tie that into a knot, and let me see here, and tie the two ends, then wrap that around it. Then I will cut them off and leave about 3 to 4 inches to weave in. Okay. Now I'll snip that off right there. And when you turn that inside out, you've got a nice top to your hat. Voila! Let me get this back. Ta-da! And there is a hat. A knitted one at that. Also with this, what is really neat is with the ties, you can add a pom-pom, or like I was saying, you can leave it open for a ponytail. You can roll this end up. Now, if I was going to put a brim on it, when I first started, I would have flipped that over to make that thicker for a rim. So, and you see, you turn this in like this, and it's a totally different texture. Then you've got that, and then when you flip it the other way, you've got your knitted ridges. So, that being said, there's so many things you can do with this, and with just this little loom. Alrighty, on and upward, and here's to our next great adventure. Yay! Woohoo!